Hello, I'm Callum Dilietto, and this is the Flock Together podcast in partnership with Destination St John's. We're here today at the Shangri-La The Shard, London, and I'm joined by Steve.
Hello.
Hello, you legend.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah?
I'm sensing a little bit of nervous energy.
I am nervous. I'm really nervous. I mean, I know you've done this for the last 6 seasons now, and I'm grateful to be part of this now. But like I said to you the other day, like it's been massive legends in this podcast, and have me here. It's a bit surreal, and be hosted last night at the Shard. It's been phenomenal. So I'm a bit nervous to be part of this, but yeah, I'm here now, aren't I?
I honestly think you are way more modest than you realise, because so many people know you in the industry. You've got such a well-respected reputation. People love you. People know you. You do some incredible events. You're well and truly deserving of being on this podcast, and I'm so happy to have you. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're here now, aren't we? So
we're here now.
Let's get rolling.
Let's get rolling. Do it. The first part of the podcast is remember.
Yeah.
And so I'd like you to remember your first ever work trip.
My first ever work trip was in 2018, and I'm 26 now, so I was 18 then. And a bit of a backstory with me, like this, I work with a family-run business, so I run my company with my mum and my sister. And back when I was 18, I was working in retail. I wasn't in the industry at all. I was completely blindsided by it. And mum approached me one day saying, "Steve, I need to do these 2 events. I can't be at both at the same time. Can you go to a DBF?" I was like, "What the hell was a DBF?" So she explained what it was at the forum. And I didn't know the industry. I didn't know anyone who attended. She said, "Steve, just go there, just network. Hotels we sell into, just take notes and just tell me when you get back." No problem at all. So I did it. Loved it. I spent time with Mickey and Delphine. I befriended their son, Ben, who's now part of DBF. And I loved it so much. And I came home and I said to Mum, I might do this for a living. She's like, "What I didn't tell you, Steve, I've been training you for the last 6 months. Your boss has been training you. This is all a test." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "The whole Athens trip was all a test. Mickey and Delphine loved you. I've already had you notice. You started me, but in January. So my first work trip was a test about joining the industry."
I love that.
Yeah, and that was 8 years ago now.
That's such a good way. I mean, that is a real test. Like, you know, going to a forum like that. I mean, obviously Mickey and Delphine are amazing, but the whole, you know, that's really getting thrown in the deep end when it comes to networking and being exposed to people in the industry.
Big time.
But I love that you both came to the same conclusion independently. You were like, "Actually, I want to do this."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You're already doing this."
Exactly. It was scary. I mean, I knew no one in the industry, so like, "Steve, just go into it." I was in sales anyway, so I knew how to talk to people in the way. But again, there was big names in that event, and there was 60 people that were there, and I didn't know anyone. Going to Athens, going to a different country I've never been to. My first flight alone, it was quite a lot.
Yeah.
And to be thrown into the deep end, and Mickey and Delphine, I adore them now. They're like a second family to me in the industry. And to keep that relationship now after 8 years, I think it's really special.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first work trip, and yeah, here I am now.
And what was your last work trip?
Last week, I was in Barcelona last week.
Nice.
I had 400 delegates for a week in Barcelona for a gaming expo. I had 2 different clients out there, and we stayed at the SLS, which is a brand new hotel out there. That was amazing. We had clients at the W, and that was phenomenal. Loved it so much. But hectic week, very hectic week. But we're back in next year, so we acquired some new clients there. So yeah, it's happy days really.
Nice. Yeah, Barcelona. Obviously, you know, IBTM is there, so I go every year. But I've been occasionally for different reasons, like for not work, and then I start to really appreciate the destination.
I love Barcelona though. It's such a beautiful place. Like, we went for the Game Expo last year, and the weather was gorgeous. We stayed at the W. And have you been to W?
Yeah, I've stayed there as well.
You stayed as well. I mean, on the promenade, the beach,
best location.
It's gorgeous, right? And it was really sunny last year, and I was doing a lot of running last year, so it was great being there. This year, it was chucking down rain. I was there like, great, this is wicked. But the city itself is so vibrant, and taking clients out there and doing events for them up there. We had an event at the Mirador, which is amazing, and the Ultima, which is like a cable car, and they have an event space in the cable car. It is phenomenal. Definitely recommend it next time you go there. I mean, yeah.
Definitely. The next part of the podcast is revisit. So if you could go back in time and relive a destination experience, what would it be?
I've had a lot of good travels in my time here. But if I had to really relive something, I think it would be Thailand. Also, I'm not actually, I'll change my answer. I think it would be like St. Lucia, Antigua. I went away with the Sandals boys a few years ago. I was an A-lister for CNRT, and I won a fan trip to St. Lucia, Antigua with the boys, and that was phenomenal. It was 5 days. Yeah, 5 days, 4 nights. We spent 2 nights in St. Lucia and 2 nights in Antigua. And I just had the best time. I mean, what you can do there, especially like St. Lucia, we stayed in Sandals and we got a boat over to the rainforest for Hotel Chocolat. We made chocolate, we went through the rainforest, and the experience you have, it's once in a lifetime. I think I'll do that. Thailand's amazing, and that's from a personal aspect. But from a work aspect, I think it'd be the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I mean, being by the beach, it's sunny, you can't really beat it, can you?
I've done the Hotel Chocolat experience, and it was super cool, and also you learn so much more about, like, because there's a Hotel Chocolat like shop like next door to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and then to actually go to the source and see, you know, the cocoa and all of that, and it's such a weird and unusual and different experience.
But the people are so lovely there as well. I mean, compared to what we have in the UK or in America, we have a lot. They haven't got much out there, but they're so happy and they're so loving, and the communities that brings them together is so lovely. And I think that's what made things elevated my experience there, I think.
And if you could make any hotel a home, what would it be?
Sounds quite cliche as we're here, but I think it would be here, the Shard, in Shangri-La. I grew up watching this getting built. And I remember, I think it was built in 2012, 2013, I think. I remember when I was 12. I remember I went on a day trip with my mum and some family friends. I remember I was only 12 years old then. I was at the Tower of London, and I said to my mum, I said, like, I want to be there. I want to be inside this building. I had a weird fantasy about this building. Like, I just want to be in it. I want to be there. And we've done events here before. We've done events at the View from the Shard, which is a phenomenal event space. But yesterday, and I'm so thankful for you and the hospitality that you brought for yesterday. My dream was to always stay here in London. This is my dream place I always want to be at. And the fact that I was here, I thought, this is it. This is where I wanted to be. And the room's phenomenal. I was working this morning from my laptop overlooking London. I could stay here. I could live here. And to be in the midst of London as well. I mean, I'm a West Country lad. I'm in Berkshire. Not West Country, but you know, I'm nearer towards Bristol than it is from Berkshire. And being in a city is so vibrant and so fun. I went out last night with a few of the guys, and being in the midst of that was really fun. Yeah. I mean, I go to London 3 times a week for work, seeing clients and hoteliers. But I still love London. I'll never change that. But I think it's my favourite place of all time. Yeah. I know I travel the world and see amazing places, but London's special to me. And being at the tallest point in London, having a room overlooking all of London, yeah, I think it would be this place.
I always say how, like, I love the river, and wherever I am, I love to be able to see the river, and I just think it's beautiful. And the views from the rooms here, and looking out and seeing Tower Bridge, Tower of London, HMS Belfast, then seeing like all the kind of skyscrapers, and just seeing the river winding through it all, it is an incredible view.
Yeah, I mean, I wish the weather was better, so we can have a better view, but as it's been raining all day.
I kind of like that though. I feel like I've been fortunate enough to come at different times of the year, and sometimes it's sunny, and sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's foggy, and each time it's a different experience to see the city in those kind of elements. So,
yeah, exactly.
So that is a very good answer.
Yeah, I hate to be a bit cliche as we are here, and we stayed here, but I think it is this hotel.
I think what makes Canada different from other incentive destinations is simply how vast and diverse Canada is. I love the accessibility, cultural diversity, an ability to create a truly authentic experience. If people want a city vibe, Canada can provide that. If you have adventurers, there is absolutely something here.
My most memorable moment was definitely the kayaking experience. The elements and the conditions were something that I have never experienced anywhere in the world. It was magnificent.
We had this amazing immersive cultural experience. We were looking for mushrooms and for herbs and talking about sustainability. We were listening to music, hearing stories of fishing. It was undescribable how awesome that was.
The next part of the podcast is reimagine. So you've done some incredible incentives from some great clients, but this time it's an incentive for yourself.
Okay.
Where would you go? What would you do? And which celebrity would you bring with you?
God, that's a big question, isn't it? If I can do something and if I can go somewhere and experience with people, I imagine I want to do Thailand. Like, I've done the backpacking side of Thailand, but I think go for a MICE aspect and what is out there. I want to do that. There's some lovely hotels in Thailand, in Bangkok, Koh Samui, a couple in Phuket. I think I want to do that. An island hop with my group. I have our own boat. I know you can get on ferries and stuff, but imagine having your own prioritised ferry with your group and bouncing across all the islands. I think that'd be really special. And then tee up with maybe like Cambodia or Vietnam and do two countries at the same time because they're so close together. I think I'll do that. And yeah, I think what I'll do, I will do the island hopping. I'll stay in the remote places. The cooking Thai food out there is phenomenal. And I loved it because it was me. I love the Muay Thai fighting out there. Like, I remember going out with some friends there and went to sort of Muay Thai arena, and everyone was just all having a good time and everyone just drinking and seeing people just fight. And it's not fighting like people beating the rubbish out of each other. It's all love. You fight, and obviously with Muay Thai fighting, they have all the Thai music, and it's really loud, no one fighting. But in between each round, a Taylor Swift song comes on, or like an Ed Sheeran song, and we're there like, what's going on right now? But it's those little bits. It's really small and really fun at the same time. Celebrity-wise, though, I don't know. I think going back to my life in film. I had a life during COVID when I worked in film. I had to incorporate that somehow. I think it'd be like Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's a great shout.
I think, yeah, it'd be like, he's a lovely bloke. I had friends who worked on the Deadpool Wolverine film, and that was based in Pinewood. They filmed it there. I had friends, my friend was a hair and makeup artist on that film, and who looked after Hugh Jackman, and we spoke about Hugh. So I thought, I have to know about him. Like, it's Hugh Jackman, right? I watched him growing up with like Van Helsing or The Greatest Showman, right? I think it's so great to have him on the trip. He's really lovely. I think he'll like to have a drink. He's really good at networking. And if I get bored, he just break out into song and just have a little something around the campfire in the middle of a Thai island. That'd be phenomenal, right?
He's like famously like one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. I feel like so many celebrities like almost take the mick at the idea that he could be a bad person, but it's so universally known that he's a good person.
Yeah.
I think he gives that vibe, but also, yeah, the same. I grew up with all the X-Men movies, Wolverine,
yeah, X-Men,
I
of
love
course.
The Greatest Showman, and that, and I just think he would bring. You know, when you see some of the videos he does with Ryan Reynolds for like banter, and like
so
for
funny,
years,
aren't
way
they?
before Deadpool and Wolverine, they were doing this, and you just think you could see that he's got a great sense of humour.
Yeah.
Also, he can break into song at any point.
Yeah.
And then, and then also you just like, yeah, I travelled around Thailand with Wolverine, you know.
Exactly. I think the stories that he'll tell as well. He's worked with some greats. Imagine hearing the stories, and I mean, I like talking more as much as you like talking, right? And imagine the stories that he'll tell us is just phenomenal. So, yeah, I think it'll be Hugh Jackman. I think, if anyone, yeah.
The penultimate part of the podcast is reform. So,
Right.
if you could write a letter to the industry, what would that letter be?
Going back to what I first said in this podcast, you've had some greats and I've learned a lot from these people. And what I love about you and what you've created on this podcast is a community. And you said to us last night, this is a community. This ain't a jolly. This ain't just a podcast. You've started something from the ground up. And to be fair, alongside the 10 people you have on this podcast this season, we are all proud of you, by the way. And because like, you've built amazing, and you are now a legend in the industry for what you've done. And going back to that point, it's just network, just be part of that community, talk to people. I've learned so much from people rather than the job itself. I was out last night with Matt Curran from Chew, and again, he is another legend in the industry, and I've learned so much off him over the years. Like people like Gav Farley. Like last year, I went to Vegas for IMEX with Mark from Preferred. The stories he told me, and he's such a genuine bloke as well. Like, and again, he's another great. Like, just talk, just learn, and just throw yourself into the deep end. That first event I went to in Athens, I threw myself completely into that, and travel the world as well. Travel the world, because the amount of different cultures you'll meet and the people along the way, it shaped me who the person I am today. Like I have a few tattoos now, but this whole tattoo here is all about travel, right?
I mean, that tattoo there is
it's
very flock.
So I had to share it somehow, don't I? No, but it's about travel, see the world, connect with people, and just shape who you are. Don't be at home. Don't be stuck in the same place. Go see the world. It's a whole place out there, and that's my message. Network, learn, and connect with people. Be part of that community, and that's why I'm really happy. Again, the nervousness is gone now, I think now. Yeah. But chatting to you here now, I mean, like bounce off the idea, you'll love to have Hugh Jackman in Thailand with you. Love to have that, and I think that's it.
Honestly, you've given me like shivers, like, and it's so, you said such lovely things as well. So it genuinely means a lot to hear that. But I think community it's something that I've recognised from day one of being in this industry, and how important it was. And you know, my whole thing was, I'm going to go to as many events as possible to get to know the community, to get to know people, and really get out there. And then when I saw how valuable that is and how important it is, and that cross-pollination between, you know, companies that are technically competitors, and yet everyone is so collaborative. And I think it's just such a beautiful thing, because we do some incredible shared experiences.
Yeah.
Like we get to go on once-in-a-lifetime trips together, which no other industry are you flying in a helicopter over Niagara Falls with a competitor. You know, no other industry are you going on safari and all of your rivals are sharing that experience with you.
You've got a spot on there though. It's the rivals,
and it creates this strength where actually the competitiveness gets washed away, and it's, you know, you end up being like mentoring, menteeing, connecting, collaborating in ways that are very different for any other industry.
I think you got to know on the head there. Like, we are with our competitors. We are with. Yesterday night, I was with 10 competitors of mine, but we're all friends, right? And it's weird, isn't it? And that's how I love the industry, because we are all competitors, and we're all just sharing ideas. But we're never going to sue each other's clients. That's wrong. If that happens in the industry, people know about it, right? You will never do that. But you're right. I mean, everyone is together, and credit to my mum for teaching me that as well at such a young age as well. And just be lovely to people. I mean, what comes around goes around, right? Don't burn bridges with anyone. People will know someone. In this industry, I say to my family and friends back at home, it's funny. I've literally have a contact or a friend in every point of the world. Every corner, I know someone or know someone who knows someone there. And isn't that so amazing though?
Yeah.
Isn't that so great? And I love it. And I know I'm very young still. I'm 26. I've got a lot to learn. I talk too much sometimes, and maybe say what I shouldn't say. But like, I think the industry is changing quite a lot now, and the world is changing with it. And what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful to be in this industry with everyone. We like to say it is a massive community.
the final part of the podcast is a quick fire round. It's React. So I'm going to ask you some very quick questions, and it's just A or B answers.
Go.
Packing, last minute or week before?
Last minute.
Carry on or check in?
Check in.
Airport lounge or shopping?
Airport lounge.
Oh, you nearly said shopping there.
I don't like shopping.
You don't?
No, I like going to a bar instead. So.
Okay,
lounge.
so actually, forget the airport lounge and the shopping. You just want to go to the
just
airport
go to the bar.
Aisle or window?
Aisle. I've got long legs.
True. City or nature?
Nature.
Your eye twitched a little bit. You're like, no.
I love a city break, but
Yeah.
I want to be out there and seeing the remote places. So nature.
Yeah. Late in or early start?
Early start.
Poolside or seaside?
Seaside. Again, be part of nature. Don't be by a pool. Be by the sea.
Yeah, natural water
Yeah.
instead of the chlorine.
Yeah, but I hate seawater, so
Oh.
yeah. It's a mixed bag, that
Be
one.
by the sea, but not in the sea.
Exactly. Have a pool literally in the sea. Perfect, lovely.
Love that. Planned or spontaneous?
Spontaneous, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't plan stuff. I plan every day. Like, just go away for the weekend. Just jump on a plane. Solid, let's do it.
Love it.
Yeah, spontaneous.
Breakfast, hot or cold?
Hot.
And finally, hotel, room service or restaurant?
Restaurant, be with everyone. Don't be in your hotel room on your own. It's sad and boring. That sounds really horrible. No.
No, but I get it. I'm the same.
Oh, but if I'm hungover, room service. But I'm hardly hungover, Calamari, so it's fine.
Yeah, never.
No.
Well, thank you so much for being part of the podcast and having a flock together tattoo on your arm. I mean, that's dedication.
You'll be sharing that
Yeah.
across the whole industry now.
I'm going to be telling people that you got it just for this podcast.
Just do it, fine.
Yeah.
I'll run with it, it's fine. I'll just share this podcast to everyone first and say, this ain't the, yeah.
But thank you so much. And
No,
it's
cheers,
honestly
mate.
a pleasure.
No, thank you so much.